Okay guys, we are gonna do a little night ride. Leaving my son's house. He just had us over for lovely dinner. And now we are going to head home on some old dark country roads. Now we're just gonna go for it. Okay. One thing I've learned that's important is when you're riding at night, have a clean face shield. Because I'm telling you what, mine is dirty. I just went on a 200-mile ride, and I don't know if you saw one of my last videos, but we went out to a little town called Wendover. Just a little gambling town in Nevada, and quite a drive out there. Couple 100 miles round trip, nothing too much, but it's where it's at. It's just the location of it. A lot of bugs because it's out by the Great Salt Lake. Like, my windscreen's covered, my face shield's covered. Tip number one, make sure your face shield is clear. I like riding at night. It's nice. It's pretty freeing, to be honest. It's probably 70 degrees out, maybe a little bit more. But boy, it's beautiful. Out here there are deer that you got to kind of watch for, and not right here, but as we get down further, you'll see what I'm talking about. And so you always got to keep your eyes open for deer, and then of course road debris, which is always fun. And I've got like bugs right in my line of vision here. You know, the other thing too is it's kind of windy tonight. It's kind of breezy out here. I don't ride a whole lot at night. I know most accidents happen in the evening when it's dark. If you look at the statistics, I forget what it is, but I know the majority of crashes are at night. And then, you know, a lot of them have alcohol involved as well. And so you can mitigate some of those risks just by kind of your driving behavior. If you drink when you drive, you know, those risks are going to go up. Drop in the comments, do you guys ride at night? Some, you know, like some guys prefer it. Like I watch Shade Tree Surgeon, and you know, he'll take off on these long trips. He'll leave at, you know, 10 o'clock at night and ride all through the night into the next day, and into the night again on these Ironmans. And I've always been nervous to do that on a long trip on the freeway, because I don't know, like out here the freeways, there's not lights, they're not lighted, and so, you know, you're doing, and the speed limit's out here you know, 75, but depending on what direction you go. So if I go west from here on the freeway, it's 80 miles an hour, and it's nighttime. And you know, the headlights are good, but man, there's been times where there's been big debris. I was in a car once coming back from Wendover, and I came over this little crest, just this little crest, and there was a tire, rim and all, and hit it. And I was in a Mustang. It's an 89 Mustang GT. Loved that car. Hit it, and instantly messed up my steering. So instantly my steering wheel was cocked sideways, and you know, I still had 100 miles to go. So I got home and took it in and got it all fixed. But yeah, it had been, I forget what they said, but it had been a steering component on the car. Now on a bike, because the way the hill crested, I didn't see it till it was too late, and I don't know that I'd see it. I don't know if I would have seen it on my bike. I think on your bike you're a little bit more, well, I know I meant a lot more alert. I think most people are a lot more alert. You're looking, you're listening, you're very aware of your surroundings, you know where cars are in relation. I think you're more, you know, spatially aware of where you are in relation to other vehicles. 10:17. It's getting cool out here. It just dropped. The temperature just dropped a few degrees. Feels good. And it's a lighter night. It's you know, 20 after 10. You got a bright moon tonight. You can see the sky. You can see the mountains. and you see where the skyline is. So it's a brighter night than usual. You get debris in the road, or like on these long stretches, it makes me nervous. Cars, they're impatient, they're trying to pass. They see my headlights, but because it's a bike, they might think it's a car that's way off in the distance. Another thing you got to worry about out here is you got horses that have gotten out. Actually, there was a horse that was hit down here a few years ago. I believe the driver was actually killed. There's cattle all through these fields as well, sheep. They get out occasionally. And then because it's kind of, you know, out in the sticks, everybody has a dog. There's a guy there, I don't know what he's doing. And, you know, they're never on leashes, so you got dogs running out. So nighttime is dangerous. It can be very dangerous. It's enjoyable, but the risks really go up. The other thing too is, you know, gravel on the road, you don't tend to see that. In the daytime, you know, I can spot up there if there's a you know, gravel in an area, and I'm not going to know up here until I'm in headlight shot of it. And so that always makes me nervous. Right here is typically, on this corner, there's always gravel on the road right here. So far, so good. But you can see as I turn there, just the way the road banked up, you couldn't see past the headlight very far, the way the road kind of climbed there. So you know, there's nothing there, and I was going slow enough to get a stop. But that's just an example of, you know, like that night on the freeway in my Mustang. There's so much out there that can get you. The other thing too I've noticed is I'm not as well balanced when I ride at night, and I don't know why that is. I just don't feel like when I come to a stop that I'm as well balanced as I am in the day. I just feel like I'm kind of like, what's going on? And I don't know why. I don't know if it's everybody or if that's just me. You know, riding I'm fine, but when I come to a stop at night, I just feel like I'm off a little bit. I don't have the same balance that I do during the day. And I don't know if it's just because the light is moving on the bike, so everything's kind of bouncing around a little bit. You know, as in the daytime, everything's stable. Nothing's moving. But at night, you've got the light and it bounces and it creates shadows. And, you know, when you're coming up to a stop sign, for me, it just makes me a little bit off. I still am fine, but, you know, it's just, the day I'm a lot more, I feel like my balance is better in the day. So now through here, there's always deer, and I'm only going, you know, 30, but there's always deer through here. There's big fields right here where they grow alfalfa and other stuff. Deer come out and like to hide in it, lay in it. I don't know, they probably eat it, I guess. Well, guys, thanks for watching. I'm just about home, and I hope this was helpful. If nothing else, it's just some talking points to bring some awareness. If nothing else, it's how I feel. Just some thoughts on riding at night for you guys. The other thing too is at night I get tired, you know? You get tired, your eyes get heavy. I've had a long day, I'm super tired, so these are the brights. Look at that. I don't know if you can tell the difference. There's dim, there's brights. Huge field of vision right there. Much better. Alright, everybody. That's about gonna do it. I made it home. I'm safe. Drop in the comments what your thoughts are on riding at night. Do you guys have the problems I do? Do you have issues with balance, or is it just all the same? Let me know, and any driving tips that you may have about riding at night. And that'll about do it for today, guys.